çile çektim gözüme, düştüm çölün düzüne.
Hello everyone.
Hi. Hi.
Okay, so today we have a rather difficult yet interesting topic to discuss. We are going to be talking about India basically, and that's why I'm leading this podcast today, because I'm the only Indian that is pretty like out there everywhere in Azerbaijan. But somebody who is actually an Azerbaijani that's pretty out there in terms of the Indian community in Azerbaijan is our guest who we have on, Konul, who's my good friend.
Hi.
Yes, so Konul is somebody that is super interested in Indian culture and just our language and like Hindi and so on. Like there's so many things about our diverse country that Konul appreciates a lot. And the reason the girls and I decided, and this was Yega's idea, was to get Konul on because of discussing what cultural appropriation versus cultural appreciation is. Because we feel like what Konul does is more of cultural appreciation. But before we get into describing what it actually is for those that don't know what it means, I just want to briefly speak about what's going on right now in India. In case you guys have not been keeping up with the news, India is in shambles thanks to our glorious government who literally pulled us down. Like, there's no nice way to say it. I just want to read you some of the stats. So, like, for instance, in my state, Maharashtra, there's 4.67 million cases. In Kerala, there's 1.61 cases. In Karnataka, there's 1.56 cases. In Uttar Pradesh, there's 1.28 cases. In Tamil Nadu, 1.19 million cases. And in Delhi, it was 1.17 million cases. Like, you can just see how India is completely falling apart. Yesterday, on the 1st of May, the entire like amount of cases in the entire country was around 4 lakh cases, which is insane, which is in Indian numerals in case anyone was interested. But yeah, it's really, really bad. And we just hope for a speedy recovery for the country. We will also be linking resources for helplines to help India, basically, in case anybody wants to donate or like support any cause related to the Indians that are literally dying on the streets because they cannot reach the hospitals on time, or when they do reach the hospitals, they are rejected and they are asked to go to another one, and then they just die on the way because of COVID. So that's why we all decided it would be good to leeway into today's topic, which is a little bit more lighter than the horrible situation in India. And I'm going to give it to Yega to continue and basically talk about cultural appropriation a little bit.
So the reason why we wanted to talk about cultural appropriation is how Anjana mentioned that we feel Konul actually appreciates the culture. But for many people, many people don't know the difference between appreciating and appropriating the culture, especially when it's not about their own culture, because it doesn't affect them. So what cultural appropriation is using objects or elements of a culture that is usually not your own in a way that it doesn't respect its original meaning, or it doesn't give credit to the source, to original culture that this object or element originated from. And it may also reinforce stereotypes and actually contribute to oppression. There is a lot of examples that we will get into quite soon, but cultural appreciation is basically someone seeking to understand and learn about another culture in an effort to broaden their perspective and connect with others cross-culturally. Whereas appropriation is basically cherry picking whatever you like and using it however you want, which may not be respectful in that way. So I would like to ask Konul what got you interested in Indian culture, basically, to start off with?
First of all, I would say that I'm in love with India since my childhood, and it was my biggest wish to visit India, to visit Taj Mahal, and that wish has come true. So I'm the most happiest person in the world right now. Yeah, and I'm big fan of Indian songs, music, culture, traditions, functions, festivals, food, dresses, lifestyle, and movies, actors, whatever is there about India, I'm very much interested. It's like part of my life. And so since my childhood, I listen to Indian songs. I try to understand the language and searching in Google for translations, making Indian friends. So to get better with in connection with Indians, um, to get better communication and speak Hindi better, to improve it. It's like big pleasure for me to speak in Hindi. It's how to say, it's lifestyle. Yeah, I would say like this.
That's
It's
really nice to hear.
Yes, it's
Thanks.
actually so nice that
Yeah.
Konul mentioned that it was her biggest dream to go to Taj Mahal. And
Yeah.
when I didn't even go to it as an Indian, like it's so cool.
You are in
Konul
different
always
state.
Yes, we're in a different state, of course. But yeah, Kyunal and I, we always make fun whenever she asks me something about India. I'm like, you're asking the wrong person. You're asking the wrong Indian because I clearly know very less about my own country, unfortunately, because I've grown up here. But yes, I learned a lot from Kyunal, and I guess let's move on to the next question that we have for Kyunal, and that is how has the Azerbaijani society reacted to your appreciation and love for India?
Yeah, first of all, my relatives, my neighbors, and around people, they were so much surprised, even shocked why you are wearing different country clothes, why you are listening different kind of songs, why you love India so much. And sometimes they ignore my love to India. Sometimes they don't pay attention, and slowly like this I bring this love to into the people, so they also started loving Indian songs, loving Indian movies. They started interested in saris, in wearing Indian clothes. Even I take my Indian clothes to henna parties here before wedding, as you know, henna party. So people wear it, they dance on the Indian Bollywood songs, they love it so much, even henna decorations. This is how to say, this kind of ceremonies make too much interest into people. So that's different culture, different, how to say, um, so much decoration, so many jewelries. Of course, people would interest in this. They don't know actually about anything about India. They just see movies and they think it's same like in movies, but it's totally different, totally opposite. Yeah. So people around me, they also influenced by me. They see my interest in India. They also want to be part of my videos, my songs, like this.
So it seems like the reaction was mostly positive from people surrounding you, right? Has there been any backlash for your support and love for India?
My family was, how to say, my family were loving India also. So they supported me in these cases. They always love to see me going to Indian festivals, functions, exhibitions, events, official events. They feel proud of me, like their daughter is different than other people in Azerbaijan.
Yeah, that's very, very interesting. But there's something that we discussed before, and I don't want to make this too much about the war. But I remember Konul and I were also talking like about how people are reacting to India and so on during the war between Azerbaijan and Armenia, and Konul herself faced some kind of negative reaction, but she responded to them in a far less
Normal
emotional
way.
manner. Yeah, like not completely the opposite of me. So can you tell us a little bit about those some of those
Yeah,
messages that you got and how you responded?
during the war, it was really difficult times emotionally, and um, people respond differently around you, and you see that your friends, your close ones, has changed against you. That because I love India, and as you know, during wartime, people started to talk negatively about Indian people, that why they support Armenia and blah blah. So people basically they don't know about the situation around, and they see the view from one side. They don't know about full story. So they started commenting or sending me negative messages. Why you love India? This is your India. This is what you like. Why you love them like this in this way? So I tell them why you are talking about the people. It's a political side of life. Why you include people? Why you include culture in this? It doesn't even dedicate it to the war. It's my love to India. Why you are putting your story into my lifestyle? It's totally different. So when I react normally, they also become quiet. They also feel normal, comfortable. They don't react negatively. If you respond negative side, they will also respond and comment you back in negative way. So that's why I keep quiet, and everything already solved, thanks God. And people feel normal to India right now. No problems.
This is the most mature response that I've ever heard.
Yeah.
To be honest, I wouldn't be able to react like so calmly. And I understand Anjana when she said that this is the complete
Our
opposite.
people are emotional. That's
Yes,
why our
yes,
people are too much emotional. They react on everything.
true.
Whenever you look at, like, let's say Indian videos and stuff, do you see any comments from Azerbaijanis?
No, I don't see any comments.
So because today on Twitter I was just scrolling around, and someone made a tweet about, in India the situation with corona is very bad, and it was in Azerbaijani media as well. And there were some comments. They don't seem very nice. So I'm not sure if this whole thing, Pakistan is our brother ally, India is bad, thing is over. I'm pretty sure
I
and
don't
They
Jonathan
think.
will
still
back
they
me up.
still have this idea. They still say brother Pakistan and all. They don't even know the whole situation. They just see from beside, from far, and they describe all the situation from far. They don't even know the reality. They
Yeah.
just comment as they know.
Yeah,
Bildiğiyle.
like, yeah, I wouldn't generalize India, which is like huge. You cannot like the country where my state is like geographically much bigger than Azerbaijan. Like this is we can't generalize like a
Yeah,
whole amount, like whole population of people and say, because people over there, like in my village, many there are like 3 4 slums in like just my small tiny village. My village will probably be as big as Hatay Rayon. Like it's not huge at all. And literally over there are like 4 5 slums. And it's like you don't expect these kinds of people who are living in the slums to know about what is Armenia or what is Azerbaijan.
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. So Yega, do you have the next question?
Yeah, before the next question, I would also like to add about the people and the
Yeah.
comments on Twitter and everything. The people
Yeah.
who are commenting on the news related to COVID in India, the people who are commenting rather Pakistan, India bad,
Yeah.
they have to realize that Pakistan can still be their brother country, but they don't have to bring an entire nation, an entire country down in the news related to COVID, just because like some political parties or party members, some of them stated their support to the opposite side. Like it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the next question that we have for Konul is, what is something about India or Indians that you wish Azerbaijanis had, or Azerbaijan as a country?
Oh, I will add this. Yeah, I wish Azeri people would be so much positive, loving, full of energy, full of positivity like Indians. When I visited India, I see people dancing around, they roaming around with music, with dances, lots of energy. You feel like you're in paradise. You feel like you're in some other сказочный мир, как сказать?
Magical world.
Yeah, magical world. You feel so much energized, inspired. How to say it's something different. I can't explain it. I wish other people would be like this. We are calm people. We are so how to say neutral. I wish we could be the same like Indians, full of energy for life. Even they are poor, even they are in bad situations, they still don't give up. They still full of smile. They love to live. They are full of life. I want to explain this.
This is something when Konul told me this before, I said that's because you're a foreigner. They smiled at you. Because
no, not
Indians,
because of smile. I see around in the cities.
I don't know. I live in a very small village, and I don't see anyone. Herkesin yüzünden zehrimar tökülürdü. And I cannot say it in a nice way. But we were discussing this, and like similar to Azerbaijan, India is very gonaq perver. So when we have like a guest, we like we worship that guest. It's such a huge thing. Yeah, because we literally, like Hindus actually believe that a guest is considered
sent
as
by God.
Is sent by God. It's a form of like God. Like it's a huge thing for Hindus. So that's why we have this, and this is our similarity, because Azerbaijanis are also very, very hospitable towards like foreigners. So during the war, I feel like this kind of something went wrong somewhere in the void, and like that kind of flipped for some time, and I'm hoping that it completely goes away and we can obliterate this. But it can only be obliterated if people like Konul and us, who are open to like different perspectives, come together and speak about our experiences.
And also I want to add one thing. Indian people, each of them have special talent. The people whom I met in India, each of them has special talents, so creative, so special. Like they know to play on instruments, they know how to dance. Each of them know how to dance. It's something so much interesting for me, that how come people are so much energetic, so much positive. This inspires me a lot. That's what I like in people.
Say an Azerbaijani person who has never been to India wants to go to India, like what advice would you have for them?
Advice. First of all, they should not get shocked and to get surprised when they arrive to India, because they can see lots of messy around, lots of noisy, and people shouting. They speak, they shout, and lots of traffic. You should be prepared for that, especially lots of traffic, lots of animals around. They can walk free whenever they want, and they can sleep, they can do whatever around. Dogs, cows, buivalos, cats, whatever is there. So there is no rules for them. They can walk freely.
Okay.
Especially monkeys. They jump
Yes.
everywhere.
Yes. But like, what else should
Incredible
they do? Like,
India.
yeah. But what else should they do? Like, should they get anything? Should they look out for the food? I have to look out for the food personally before I go to India because it's a little bit dangerous. So
Dangerous, Dianda. I eat outside food. I like street food, and
I like it too,
was
but it's
normal.
scary for people. Like, for it's it's not
I will
always
tell you
clean.
one thing. If the person loving this culture and this country, that person will not affect it. The person who are new into this new into this culture, of course,
Okay.
that will affect his stomach. He will feel something strange. For me, it's normal. I used to eat Indian food or fast food of Indians. For me, it's like normal food. So
Yeah.
I used to.
And one of the last questions I would like to ask is, what would you like to do so that Azerbaijanis get more interested in Indian culture?
Actually, I do everything so people would get more interest into India. I do some videos in my Bollywood songs. I do some TikToks or some kind of short Indian movies or.
And has it worked?
Yeah, of course. I put Indian songs on the way on the trip, and people dance under this. They ask, "What song is this? Could you please send me link?" And I take my Indian clothes to almost all events to make people decorated nicely to click photos. They have so much interest in saris. People love Indian jewelries, bangles, and especially decorations for hair. And this makes love into India in the people. Anyways, in Azeri people love India, Indian movies, actors, songs. Still, it continues in this way.
Yeah, I think so too. Girls, Mariam and Yega, I would
And
like
also
to
food. And also food. It's very important. I cook Indian food, and my Indian, my friends around, Azeri friends, love it so much.
I can confirm that the love for Bollywood movies is real. Like, it's very strong.
And then what's your favorite Indian dish?
My favorite Indian dish is chicken masala, samosa.
Also, do you see any similarities between Indian cuisine and Azerbaijani cuisine? Like, I don't know that much,
no
but
similarity.
one of my friends, she's half Russian and half Indian, and she gave us some Indian sweets. And they also use saffron for sweets, and we usually use saffron for main dishes. That's why I asked.
Yeah, it's just one ingredient, but mainly no, it's totally different. They do lots of spices in it. They do many ingredients, but Azeri people love food without spices.
but we also have pulao. Biryani is pulao.
Yeah, biryani, yeah. But it's included so many things inside, not like Azeri pulao.
Yeah, true. We also have kebabs, but it's not like I prefer Azerbaijani kebabs to
Really?
Indian kebabs. Yeah, like, because I can't eat spicy food, so when I go to India, I become super thin and come down.
Wow, Anjana.
Oh.
Yeah,
You are
super
Azeri.
Azeri. I'm
You are not
telling you,
Indian.
I swear, it's just my passport.
Yeah, she's one of us in all senses of this way.
I have become an Indian instead of you.
I like how we have like a complete swap.
Yes. See, I told you guys, like, you would see it. I just needed to get the right person involved.
When you told me that, I thought that maybe you're like over describing this, overestimating this, but now I'm thinking, yeah, you actually swapped, guys. This is really cute.
Yeah. Konul is really all into it, and it's really inspiring. And I would really like more people to, like, I just don't want there to be a divide between India and Azerbaijan of any sort, because we've had like close ties since like the 60s, and even before that, I'm pretty sure. I remember, like, I've seen like articles of and pictures of really famous Indian actors. Konul would know their names, coming to Azerbaijan like way back.
And
like
I ran to see them.
not when you were born, before you were born, like in the 60s, like before.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Raj
yeah.
Kapoor,
I'm pretty sure they all came to.
Nargis.
Yeah, Nargis came to Baku. Yes. We also have a tree that has been planted
In
in
Baku?
Azerbaijan by.
In front of McDonald's in Targove.
Was it planted by, who was it planted by?
Raj Kapoor.
Oh, he planted it.
Yes, with Rashid Behbudov together.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah,
The
yeah,
more you know.
I heard like this. I heard like this.
yeah. It could be. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah.
And I think we have a
So-
massive Indian community in Azerbaijan, don't we?
Oh, too much. Even in if you go to temple, Indian Krishna temple, you will
Yeah.
see so many Indians. Many different parts of Indians are coming here. They are joining.
I personally, I'm working with two Indian men on my job, basically. And I know that one of them married an Azerbaijani woman, so he's here permanently. And from him, I've also heard that there's a lot of Indians living in Azerbaijan. He also brought us sweets when he went back to India for a holiday. I don't remember the name of it, but I'm gonna describe you how it looked like. So it was orange.
Yes, gulab jamun.
Okay,
no,
yes.
it was, maybe it's jalebi. Maybe it's jalebi.
I think it's that one. Yes.
Yeah, jalebi.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I think it's that one. I remember that it was one word, but like I'm really
Nazikiydi, huh?
Yeah, jalebi. That's my
Jalebi, yes.
favorite. That's the only Indian sweet I like.
really.
It's so nice. Yeah, it's so nice. Especially when it's hot. It's like, oh,
Well, it wasn't hot
Yeah.
because like he had to travel with it, you know.
yeah.
But it was still really
Yeah.
nice.
In India is interesting for each and every state has different culture, different clothing,
Yeah.
traditions, the way they look. Northwest part of India, they look like Nepalis. They are so much different, and South India is different. East of India is totally different. This is what I like. I love to make Indian friends from each part of India. They tell me their culture, their festivals, and they
Yeah.
have different festivals for each week. Almost every week they have festivals from different parts of India. That's what
Yeah.
I like in this country. They have different looks, different cultures in each state. Songs, languages, music, the way they dressing up.
Even as you said, even the languages are different, like from
Yeah.
Punjabi and
So
like Tamil and so on. There's
amazing.
Hindi. Yeah. Colonel, before we end this, I want to ask you biraz ayıp sual, but it's important because our people constantly write to me on TikTok and everywhere. They started asking me these questions. You've been to India as an Azerbaijani person. Do people go to the toilet on the streets?
Oh my God.
No, I didn't
needed to
see.
do this.
I didn't see. I have been in capital city in Uttar
Yeah.
Pradesh and as Agra, Taj Mahal, Bareilly. This north part I have been. I never seen this kind of things. Who is spreading this news?
Good question.
Yeah,
Very good
I mean,
question.
you have to be clear that it's not happening.
I have
mean,
never seen. I never faced.
Yeah, Chanan, and which year did you go to India?
2018.
So you see it like I mean, I'm not saying that people never like went to the toilet on the streets in India. Yes, it did, but it did improve like in recent years. Like since 2013, it's vastly improved because of the toilets building. Basically, the reason our people go to take a shit on the streets is because we literally didn't have enough of toilets and a huge population. But this is one of the nice things our government did, and that was the Clean India campaign. And they basically started to build toilets all over India. So yeah.
I'm going to be completely honest. I saw people going, let's say, to the toilet on the street, in Europe, like late at night when everyone's drunk.
Oh,
So like,
my God.
yeah, this is, I don't know what those comments are thinking about. If this is happening, then this is happening all around the world, okay? It's not exclusive
Yeah,
to one
Yeah.
place.
yeah, absolutely.
Sorry for not speaking that much. I'm just doing my essay at the same time.
We wish you luck.
Good
Thank
luck,
you.
Maka.
But basically, just to round up, I would like to say thank you to Konul for joining us today, and thank
Thanks
you
to
to
you
Konul
girls.
for showing how one can appreciate a culture without making it an appropriation. I think it's really great, and I just love the fact that you're so interested in Indian culture. I don't know, it's inspiring. It's really nice to hear about it.
And girls, would you like to hear one small song from me in Indian language?
Oh, yes.
Sure.
Yeah. अजीब दास्तां है ये, कहाँ शुरू कहाँ खत्म, ये मंजिलें है कौन सी, ना वो समझ सके ना हम. That's it.
That was my grandmother's favorite song.
Oh,
Yeah.
My mom always told me she loved
All
that
this
song.
gold.
Yes, it's really nice.
it was really
So-
amazing.
Yes, thank you, Konul, for joining us.
Thank you, girls, for
Thank you, Konul.
interviewing me.
Guys, thank you for listening, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.